Hey, Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we're looking at the Masters of the Universe Origins Demo-Man or Demo-Man. I don't know. Is he a demon or man? Do you pronounce it Demo-Man? I'm not sure, but I'm just now noticing he's got a little mark on his forehead, which I'm not super excited about. So we're gonna have to take a look at that once we open it up. The evil spirit of Despondos. Got some great art on the back there with that gloss that I like so much. And this is the easily resealable packaging that they do for Mattel Creations, which it seems that the regular Masters of the Universe Origins line is now Mattel Creations exclusive, which I'm okay with as long as they keep going. And now it seems that the mini comics are much more specified rather than 4 figures coming with the same comic. Each one comes with something unique to them. These mini comics have been absolutely great. And as I say every time, they deserve to be collected in the same way that the originals were. So I hope, while I don't ever want this line to end, when it does, I hope that we get a great collection of these mini comics. I think that'd be really fun. And I think they deserve it. So I just don't see the point of grabbing the Classics Demo-Man. I say Demo-Man because Demo-Man sounds weird to me. But in the same way that other pronunciations that I've discovered I was wrong about sound weird. So what are you going to do? I'm not going to bother pulling out the Classics version because it's sort of irrelevant, because this is based on the original artwork of this character and not on recapturing what the Classics version did. Although I will say at a glance, this is very, very similar. And it goes back to my question that I've asked before of, will there be a point in time where I feel like I don't need Classics anymore? Where that collection feels weirdly irrelevant? Because Origins has eclipsed it to the point where I just basically have two of the same thing in different sizes. Now, obviously, Classics has size, somewhat of an articulation advantage, although I'd argue, for all intents and purposes, Origins has captured as much articulation as it needs to. So I don't know. It's a tough call. Oh, so that's... what is that? I don't know, but it's... oh, it is... okay, it's scraping off. Tell you what, we're going to do it again. I did this... I don't remember what I did it on recently, but I just right in the midst of the video was like, I'm going to find out right now if this little smudge will wipe off. And look at that. Just a little smudgery. Wiped right off, no problem. All right, cool. Good, great, super. Don't have to do a return. I have had to do a lot of returns lately. For various reasons, not all quality reasons, and I'm over it. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get another Wily Cat after... so I started a video review of the Super 7 Wily Cat, and his neck snapped in half at the seam right there. Like it cracked. So right where... well, here. That's the beauty of these Origins figures, is you can pop them right apart. So on the... I don't know why I feel the need to explain this right now. Let's see. Okay, so you never know what you're going to get here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. You can't really super see it, but, well, yeah, you can. Where Wily Cat, the back portion of his neck cracked. So, I mean, I can fix that with a little glue, or I'm sure there are more permanent ways or easier way. I don't know, whatever. I'm sure there are other ways to fix that. But... so what happened is the crack is like right here on that figure. But it's just, it's frustrating. and that figure is sold out everywhere. I'm guessing because it was offered in, ooh, this is going to be difficult, getting his head back on with those spikes on top. But he's sold out everywhere. And Big Bad gave me a refund, and that's great, but they were sold out. So I currently am stuck with this broken Wile E. Cat figure, which is disappointing. Okay. Oh, and I also went, since I had to stop it anyway, I went and got my Classics Demo-Man. So we could do a little comparison, which I think is important. Because as I was saying, are we going to get to a point with Origins where I'm like, well, I've got everything in Origins that I had in Classics. It takes up less space, and I've got all the character representation I need. Do I really need these Classics figures anymore? And it is, look, I'm not going to lie, it's something I'm thinking about. Because I absolutely love Origins. I think they're great. So here is this great, I think that's more of the same sort of schmutz that I'm going to be able to wipe away. I tossed my wipes like a fool. Cucumber scented baby wipes from Target. I don't know why, but that's the magic formula for me. Got the little bone in his beard. I like the way they did his armor. You know, all these extra pieces. Just cool to see. That elbow spike. You can see how that's fixed on there. Spiked wristbands. Bright, bright, bright green. Looks great. So, here is the Classics version, which, as you can see, lots more paint. Lots more detail. Like, even this is the thing I forget about when I'm looking at Origins versus Classics. Although Classics do have those big, giant peg holes. Pen holes, whatever. Much, much more detailed, though. And I tend to forget about even the detailing on the skin is very interesting. So, putting them side by side like this, clearly, even the weapons. We'll look at the Origins version's weapons in a minute. This is a superior collectible, right? It definitely is. I'm not questioning that. Ooh, look at his red eyes, too. I think I like the red eyes better on the Classics version. And the yellow teeth. So, without question, this is a superior collectible. But this is a great toyetic representation of this concept character. I do. Currently, I still need both of these, but am I going to get to a point where I just don't need both of these in my collection? Oh, notice also the 4 toes and painted claws, toenails, whatever, whereas these are just the merman feet, right? And it comes down to, what do you want to devote space to? What's important to you in your collecting? Do you need both of these? Because it could also be argued, well, why am I even collecting Origins? But already Origins has released a number of things that Classics never touched. And I've got some Origins. I never got the Roton in Classics, which I suppose I could, but I've got 2 of them from Origins. And Origins is still going. There's more to come. And it will absolutely eclipse Classics. You know, if it has not already, it will at some point. I don't know, it's a tough call. If Masters of the Universe is your only fandom, that's what you collect, then yeah, you should have all of this stuff. But if you're like me, and like, yeah, Masters of the Universe is great, but it's not my primary thing, then someday that decision is going to come. All right, let's get back to taking a look at this guy. So I think they've done a really good job of creating this character in this retro toy style format. Like all of the Origins releases, you can do the little mix and match. I'm not even going to bother pulling his limbs off. We know how that works. We've seen it hundreds of times at this point. Little armor piece. His beard sort of holds it in place, which is nice. And then he also includes, very similar to the Classics piece. As a matter of fact, is this potentially just the same tooling? It looks like it is. Yeah. This is basically the same tooling. I'm trying to look at the little pits and things, and it looks like this is the exact same tooling, which is fine by me. It means it's much larger for this character, which is okay. I don't have a problem with that. A big, giant, spiked ball to mutilate your foes, not a problem. Although I'm not gonna be able to use the same pose, because on the other one, it kind of, well, there you go. I could do that. But yeah, you can see that thing looks massive on him, but it's okay, because who's to say what scale a spiked ball should be? And then the sword is very different. That is a completely different... Man, these little smudges are everywhere. What happened with this figure? Completely different sword, which I love this one. I loved this scimitar when it first came out with this figure. This one is cool, but it just doesn't feel as character specific to me for some reason. But I like it. It's good. I think I'm going to put that facing that way, maybe. I don't know. I don't know which way I prefer it. So yeah, and the weapons are molded in sort of a metallic-y looking silver. Again, this is the retro toy version of Demo-Man, not the collectible figure version. And I think that's probably the justification I'm going to use one of these days when I decide, yeah, I do have to keep all of these figures in my collection. Demo-Man also includes this skull from that original concept art, which this is what it looked like in Classics. I like this one. I'm sure this is from, this is the same tooling as the glow-in-the-dark Skeleton Troopers, which I guess I should go check out so I have a definitive answer on that. I'm pretty sure it is, but I guess I'm stopping again. Yes, same tooling, which I'm completely fine with. I have no problem whatsoever. I mean, with using this to get this. That is not a problem for me. Again, this is the retro toy version, and they would be reusing stuff like that. So if you want to, you could swap this head onto this body. I don't know why you would want to. And then we also have the, I guess, Alcala-style Skeletor head. And this head, or the head that came with the original Demo-Man, is the one I ended up putting on my Skeletor. Very interesting to notice, though, those circular pieces in his eyes, like kind of recessed in there. It almost looks like this is supposed to be like light piping. Like he should have a red spot back here. That would be really cool. But this is definitely based off that same artwork that they used for the Skeletor head that came with the Classics Demo-Man. Looks good. I don't know that I'm going to use it for anything because I'm very happy with the Skeletor heads that have been provided in Origins so far. But cool alternative. I like it. So there he is. I mean, I'm thrilled to have him. He's that beautiful bright green. Really, really stands out on the shelf as a distinctive character. And as we go forward, the more of this kind of thing we get and the less Snake Men we get, the happier I'll be. Big Bad just got in another Snake Man, a Vipor, I think it is, and it looks great. It's a great looking figure, but my gosh, I just don't need any more Snake Men. I need more other characters. And Demo-Man fits that other characters bill just fine. I think I'm going to turn that around the other way. I think I like the curve at the top going that way. I think I prefer that. All right, there he is. Great get. Happy to have him. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And until next time, buy what you like.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.